Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That the Southeast Youth Tigers are going to be walking around the stands here tonight with tennis balls for our tennis ball toss, which will be coming up later on tonight during the 6th inning. So purchase your tennis balls for the tennis ball toss. We'll have the Southeast Youth Tigers walking around with those for purchase here this evening.
Good afternoon, Blues fans, and welcome to Skaggs Field as we get ready to start things off here. Game number 2 of the 3-game series as the Blues take on the TimberHogs of Piney Woods, Texas. I'm Will Atkinson, everyone. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play tonight. The TimberHogs come in 12-30 on the summer. The Blues 28-17. They're 7-2 against the TimberHogs this season. They got a 21-8 home record here at Skaggs Field, so Skaggs Field's been very kind to the TimberHogs. Last night, the Blues picked up the 12-2 victory in a run-ruled shortened game in 7 innings. And the Meridian Mutual Federal Credit Union starting lineup from left to right in the outfield for the Blues. It'll be Caden Peoples in left, Ladarius Clark in center field, Brian Brunettes. He'll handle the duties in right field. It'll be Mason McMillan on the high corner. Barrett McKinney at shortstop. Jace Christian, he's back in the lineup at second base. Hank Eaton over at first. And this evening's battery behind the dish for the second straight night, it'll be Hallis Lawson. And on the bump for the Blues, it'll be the right-hander, Ethan Russell. Russell, this will be his 8th appearance, first start of the season. 12 2/3 innings pitched. He's walked 13 and struck out 11. Elevated ERA at 11.37. And he will face the leadoff man, the catcher, Drew Flores. Flores last night got 2 of the 4 hits for Piney Woods. He was 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. He had a double to lead it off. As Russell will wind and deal. That ball's ripped. The first pitch lifted into left field. Should be playable there for Caden Peoples, and Flores will be retired on the fly ball to left.
Should be playing batting for the TimberHogs will be the center fielder, number 11, Cameron McCoy.
That'll bring to the plate Cameron McCoy. McCoy wearing number 11 tonight. McCoy last night 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a strikeout. Swings at the first pitch. Little dribbler to the shortstop. Barrett throws over, 2 pitches, 2 outs. That's efficient. 6-3 for the folks scoring at home.
TimberHogs is the first baseman, number 55, Kez Douglas.
Kez Douglas will step to the plate. Kez batting in the 3 spot. He was held hitless last night. He did have an RBI. He went 0 for 3. No 3-pitch inning here in the top of the first. The third pitch is outside the zone for ball number 1, so 1-0 the count. The 1-0 misses. 2 outs in the inning, nobody aboard. Ethan Russell gives the nod, and he'll go from the windup. That ball's popped up. Shallow center field coming in as Ladarius Clark calling him off as the left fielder there, Caden Peoples. So Douglas flies out to left. The TimberHogs go down in order. After a half an inning, we're scoreless. We'll be right back.
Sometimes it's just you and the work ahead. But in Meridian, new faces never stay alone for long. Here, community steps in beside you.
Welcome to Meridian.
Meridian Mutual, built by community and proud to sponsor the Meridian Blues.
We'll be having that.
TimberHogs from left to right in the outfield. It'll be Rob Brown in left, Cameron McCoy in center field, Shamar Stapleton in right, Jonas Kersner at third base, Rupert Watson at shortstop, Darrell Mitchell at second base, Kez Douglas over at first. Behind the dish, it'll be Drew Flores. And on the bump, it'll be the right-hander, Andrew Smith. Smith wearing number 0 tonight. Andrew Smith played third base last night, taking the mound tonight. And an interesting fact, I guess you could say, is I have been told that Piney Woods has 9 players available tonight, and they are all in the starting lineup. So they're going with a straight 9 tonight, and according to my source, they don't have any subs. It does look like Cody Wood, last night's starter, is in the dugout, but outside of that, it looks like Piney Woods is going to go with 9 tonight. Sandry Hernandez will lead it off for the Blues. Smith fires that one in there. Called strike on the inside corner. Hernandez last night had a 2-hit night. He scored 3 runs. He was on base 4 times, scratched that all 5 times last night. Had a single, a double on by an error, and garnered the walk. Fouling that one off there. A ball and 2 strikes. The Blues tonight going with the home white pants, powder blue socks, and the orange jerseys, going with the powder blue lids tonight. That one skips in there, about a 56-footer there from Andrew Smith. That'll even the count at 2. Smith has had a couple of outings this year. Elevated ERA at 11.05. 14 2/3 innings pitched. He's walked 15 and struck out 13. Opponents hitting .391 against the right-hander. As Sandry Hernandez draws the base on ball.
Next to the plate is your center fielder, number 1, Ladarius Clark.
Ladarius Clark getting into 2 spots tonight, playing center field. Stepping in with nobody out and a runner aboard. We appreciate you tuning in. Game number 2 of the series is Sandry Hernandez is going to try to take second base before the pitch, and then on the error, he'll take third. So Hernandez steals second without a pitch, and then advances on the E1. So just like that, the Blues are 90 feet away from their first run. So a stolen base and an E1. Hernandez just flat out to the pitcher Andrew Smith not paying attention. Cruises on down to second base and then advances on the overthrow. That one skips in there. The thing I'm fearful of tonight, I don't mean to be negative. You've got 9 people on the lineup, 9 people, maybe 10 in the dugout, and not everybody is built to pitch. As that one's off the shoulder, off the noggin there of Jonas Kersner. I think that caught Kersner in the side of the head. A line drive off the dome there. As immediately third base umpire Jared Cox calling time, getting the athletic trainer out there. And again, we're talking about pitching issues, but should Kersner come out of this ball game, I'm not sure who's going in there. As Ladarius Clark singles, has the RBI. Sharply hit. And I hope that Jonas Kersner is all right. You saw his hat come flying off there. But real scary moment right there. We're just 2 batters into this thing. While the athletic trainer assesses the situation, I think they don't have much of a choice right there. Is they're going to remove Jonas Kersner out of the game, and that's going to press Cody Wood into service to some regard. It looks like Wood's going to go to first base, and Kaz Douglas will move over to third. So the lone substitute in the dugout, 2 batters in. Coming in for Jonas Kersner, that's going to be Cody Wood. Making some notes here on my lineup card so that we can keep all this stuff straight.
We're going to have some defensive replacements here for the TimberHogs. Moving over to third base is going to be 55 Kez Douglas, and entering the ball game to play first base will be 22 Cody Wood, and Wood will be hitting in the number 4 spot for Kersner.
The ball was sharply hit. Kersner tried to make the backhand. It looked like it skipped off the turf there. Caught him in and around the head area. He was escorted to the first base dugout. He was walking on his own power, but for precautionary measures, lifted from the ball game. Third batter of the game, Barrett McKinney at the plate. He'll wear that one. This game has not gotten off to the smoothest of starts. There's going to be a mound visit. We're 3 batters in. We've already had a player removed due to an injury, a mound visit, a walk, a hit by a pitch, a stolen base, and an error. Give me an opportunity to thank the folks that make this thing possible here. Our public address announcer here inside Skaggs Field, Mr. Robbie Atkinson. He does a fantastic job. Our sports media wizard, Mr. Matt Milner, he's got a fantastic team. That includes his videographer, Hunter Heath, and the producer, Miss Tanisha Clark. Both of those folks are fantastic at what they do, and we appreciate all of their efforts into the broadcast and into the fan experience here at Skaggs Field. As a quick meeting at the mound is over, and now we'll welcome to the plate Caden Peoples.
Next to play batting for your Blues is the left fielder, number 20, Caden Peoples.
Nobody out, 2 runners aboard. Blues lead it 1-0. Cody Wood playing first base. Pitched last night for the TimberHogs. Their utility man, GM, coach, and player, Kez Douglas, seems to always fill in the open spot there defensively, moves over to third base. A ball and a strike to Caden Peoples, the right-handed hitting left fielder. The 1-1. That one's too tall. Called a strike right at the letters there. Evens the count at 2. Smith gets the sign. He'll check on the runner. He'll go to the plate. Too far inside. That'll run the count full. Caden Peoples comes into tonight hitting .311. 14 hits on the season. He's driven in 10. He's got a runner in scoring position here. That ball's hammered into left. Going back, gone! Caden Peoples jumps out of the yard. A 3-run job. And the Blues, they lead it 4-0 as Caden Peoples squares up, jumps out of the yard for his second time this season. It was a no-doubter off the bat. Peoples got one he could barrel up. Sends it out of left.
Next to play for your Blues is the third baseman, number 23, Mason McMillan.
Mason McMillan will step in, 5th batter of the inning. McMillan swinging through that one. 0-1 the count after the 3-run blast. That one will miss tall. Evens the count at 1. Andrew Smith, he is working very quickly as he gets the ball and he'll sling it in there. McMillan swings through that one. McMillan with a 2-2 count. Nobody out, nobody aboard. 4-0 your score here on 2 hits in the inning. McMillan goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate Hank Eaton.
The first baseman, number 11, Hank Eaton.
Caden Peoples hit it out of left. 3-run job there as Hank Eaton takes a grown man's hack and swings and misses there. 0-1. Eaton bails out there. Almost caught him right on the hip. A ball and a strike to the right-handed hitting first baseman. Eaton swinging through that one again, and he's behind in the count. A ball and 2 strikes on deck. Jace Christian. Missing outside, evens the count at 2. Andrew Smith on the mound. He'll wind and deal. Hank Eaton hits that one past the third base coach's box. Blues in the third base dugout per their usual. Piney Woods over in the first base dugout. It is good to see Jonas Kersner out on the rail. Broken bat up the middle. Ranging over there is the shortstop. Watson throws across the diamond, not in time. An error by the shortstop. Fielded it cleanly, skips it in, and Eaton's aboard on the E6. Second error of the inning.
Number 25, Jace Christian.
Jace Christian steps to the plate. Jace has lifted his average to 300. 30 hits on the summer, 8 doubles. A triple and 20 batted in as he hits that one softly to the shortstop. Watson will step on the bag. He'll take the one out. I think he thought that was going to end the inning. It did not. So Jace Christian aboard on the fielder's choice. Hank Eaton out on the 6 unassisted. I do believe Rupert Watson thought that was going to end the inning. Hallis Lawson stepping to the plate. 2 outs and a runner aboard. Missed tall in the zone there. A ball and no strikes. Jace Christian aboard at first base with a big lead. Swing and a miss there for Lawson. That'll even the count at 1. 4 runs on 2 hits. There have been 2 errors in the inning. The big blast there by Caden Peoples. Smith sets it to chest and he'll deal. Chop toward the dugout. Right there in the third base dugout. A ball and 2 strikes. Would not shock me to see Jace Christian take off at any moment. He's been aggressive on the base paths this summer. That one's too tall, evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Home half of inning number 1. Lawson rips that one down the third base line. Going first to third there is Jace Christian sliding in. Is he in there? Bang, he got him. Jace Christian called out at third base on a strong throw there by Rob Brown. It'll be a single for Lawson. 4 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 errors. And the Blues, they strand 1. We'll be right back.
I'm Mayor Percy Bland. People often ask me what momentum looks like. It's more than construction projects, more than new investments, more than new announcements. Momentum is changing lives. It's creating opportunities for families, supporting local businesses, and investing in neighborhoods. That's the city of momentum. That's Meridian, Mississippi.
good game and a good competition tonight. So stay tuned because we have a lot in store. Don't we, Mojo? Oh, I'm not going in. Don't we, Mojo? One more time. Don't we, Mojo? This is all going to go try the clubhouse now.
Well, this is our K-Man of the night now. Made an adjustment. I'm just gonna keep my money down right here. Hey. All right, fans, leading off the top of the second inning for the TimberHogs is the first baseman, 22, Cody Wood. And fans, this is our K-Man of the night. If the Blues get a strikeout, then you'll get $1 Yingling beer. So let's cheer on for that strikeout.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. We head to the top of inning number 2, 4, 5, and 6 due up. It'll be Wood, Stapleton, and Watson as Russell will deal.
Is he okay down there? I think so. Where do you wear it off his head?
It's go up first. Yeah, and it's probably right on the side.
Cody Wood, his first at-bat of the summer. He's ahead in the count here, 2-0. Russell will deal. That's on the outside corner for a called strike. Can't imagine the last time, to be honest, that Cody Wood actually had an at-bat, as he's predominantly a pitcher, pressed into service tonight. He's ahead in the count here, 3-1, trying to find his way aboard here in the top of inning number 2. Russell will deal. Gets the swing and a miss. That'll run the count full. Wood, the left-handed hitting first baseman. Russell winds and deals. The payoff off the leg of Russell. Ricochets to McMillan. Bang! He got him! 1-5-3 as Ethan Russell spikes himself and almost falls off the mound there. But Cody Wood smacks it right back off the leg there of Ethan Russell. Mason McMillan makes a great play. 1-5-3 for the folks scoring at home. And it looks like Ethan Russell there trying to walk it off a little bit as Wood hit a comebacker right off the right leg there of Ethan Russell. 1 out of the inning. Shamar Stapleton is due up. This little break as they check on Russell will give you an opportunity to thank the following corporate partners with the Meridian Blues: Meridian Mutual Federal Credit Union, Canadian Pacific Kansas City Railroad, Citizens National Bank, Great Southern Bank, Hilton Garden Inn, and Hampton Inn. All of those locations right here in Meridian. Our friends at Lauderdale County, Magnolia Beverage, Meridian Air National Guard, USAA, and our friends at Visit Meridian. A big tip of the cap to those corporate partners here in this inaugural season with the Meridian Blues. Ethan Russell getting a couple of pitches to make sure he's going to be good to go. We've played an inning and a third, and we've seen a little of all of it tonight. 1 out of the inning, nobody aboard. Stepping to the plate for his first at-bat of the night, Shamar Stapleton, the right fielder.
Shamar Stapleton.
Stapleton last night, 0 for 1. He walked, and he was hit by a pitch last night. So he was on the sack twice. That one misses outside. Flagging it down is Hollis Lawson. The 1-0. Swing and a miss there. 4-0 ball game here. Top of inning number 2. That one misses inside. The Pineywood TimberHogs were retired in order in the top of the first. Stapleton flares that one over the first base dugout.
Everybody clap your hands.
2-2 the count to the right-handed hitting right fielder.
Fans, don't forget all foul balls tonight. If you return those to the concession stand, kiddos, you get a free popsicle.
Ethan Russell gives the nod there. Deal, the 2-2. That's too tall. That miss runs the count full. Defensively straight away. The payoff. Walked him. First base runner of the night for Piney Woods.
Next to play batting for the TimberHogs is the shortstop, Rupert Watson.
Rupert Watson, the right-handed hitting shortstop, makes his way to the plate. He did not play last night, so don't have any last game information there on Watson. Called strike on the outside corner to the right-handed hitting shortstop. Aboard at first base after the walk, Shamar Stapleton. Ethan Russell throws over. A good job right there by Hank Eaton to keep that one from getting over near the backstop, the foul area down the right field line there. That was a short throw. The 0-1. At the knee, called strike. Watson digs in. He's behind in the count here, 0-2. Runner goes. Wild throw to second base. Is it in time? Bang! He got him. As a very tough pitch to handle there by Hollis Lawson. He was able to wrangle it in, throws a strike down to second base, gets the caught stealing for the second out of the inning. Watson's behind in the count, of ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Popped up in foul territory on the right side. Should have enough room there as Hank Eaton. As Eaton will squeeze it. Watson retired on the pop out to the first baseman for the third out of the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the home half of the second. 4-0 your score. Blues in the lead.
Mississippi's oldest live music scene rocks. Come to downtown Meridian for national touring acts at 2 landmark theaters. Enjoy family-friendly festivals like the 3 Foot Festival in April and the week-long Jimmy Rogers Festival in May, honoring the Meridian native who invented country music. See up-and-coming talent at the Full Moon on 5th Outdoor Concert Series or jamming in a brew pub. Great food, craft beers, art, and live music. Follow the music to Meridian. It's good vibes for all.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. We get ready to go to the home half of inning number 2. Andrew Smith back out of the mound for the TimberHogs. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Blues. Brunettes, Hernandez, and Clark. The Blues scored 4 runs on 3 hits. They stranded 1. 2 errors committed in the first inning by the TimberHogs. Ryan Brunette's hitting in the 9 spot, playing right field tonight. Too far inside. Something I don't think I've seen all summer long, the lights on top of the scoreboard there, illuminated. Those are actually kind of bright. Brunette's ahead in the count here, 2-0. Broken bat. Toothpicks on the infield. Throw over there by Kez Douglas at third base. We'll get Brunette's. He'll be retired, and he'll take the kindling back to the dugout as he grounds out to the third baseman. Back to the top of the stack, it'll be Sandry Hernandez. Hernandez walked, stole a base, scored a run. That one's right at the dome there of Hernandez. Kind of got away from Andrew Smith there. The 1-0 skips it in there. Boy, that one caught Flores. Looked like right in the midsection below the chest protector there. Flores has caught every game of this last 2 series. Inside corner called strike, so Sandry Hernandez digs in. Fishes for that one does Hernandez. Evens the count at 2. That one's popped up. Should be playable there for Flores. Flores trying to get his back to the infield as that one comes in. Hernandez retired on the pop-up to the catcher there, just shy of fair territory. 2 outs in the inning. Ladarius Clark singled, drove in a run. Swing and a miss there's Clark. Offers at the first pitch. Called strike there, top of the zone. Generous called strike. The 0-2. Skips it in there. Flores blocks it up once again. Home half of the second inning. Blues 4. Piney Woods 0. The 0-2. Excuse me, the 1-2. Misses, goes to 2-2. So 2's across the board. 2 balls. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Clark goes down swinging. The Blues go down in order. After 2 complete, 4-0. Blues lead it. We'll be right back.
Our railroad moves North America,
expanding our legacy of excellence with each mile.
As leaders in innovation and service,
we are united by hard work and pride.
We safely deliver every day.
Connecting people.
Connecting communities.
Connecting nations. We are CPKC.
Together, we go places no one else can go.
Once again, you can purchase
Top of the third inning. Ethan Russell back out on the mound for the Blues for his third inning of work. It'll be 7, 8, 9 due up. For the TimberHogs, it'll be Mitchell, Smith, and Brown.
All right, fans, leading off the top.
Darrell Mitchell,
the TimberHogs will be
the second baseman.
The Darrell Mitchell.
Mitchell stepping in. Russell will go from the windup. Inside corner called strike. Mitchell last night 0 for 2. He did draw a walk in the 7th inning. Was caught stealing. One count here to the right-handed hitting second baseman. Russell will deal. Flared over the press box area there. That one in souvenir territory. Russell will get the sign. He'll wind and deal. That one's too tall. Ethan Russell from right here in Meridian, Mississippi. Played collegiately at Southeast Baptist College. A 2-2 misses and runs the count full. 4-0 your score, Blues. They played it 4 runs in the first, in part by a 3-run home run. Well, Darrell Mitchell will wear that one.
Next to the plate hitting for the TimberHogs will be the pitcher, number 0, Andrew Smith.
Second base runner of the night for the TimberHogs. Andrew Smith at the plate. Smith doing the pitching tonight. Abbreviated roster for Piney Woods tonight, just 10 folks. 10 folks active tonight, and they have all been in the game as of now, as Andrew Smith singles through the left side.
Next to the plate hitting
Piney Woods with something going here in the top of the third. Nobody out, 2 runners aboard. Rob Brown, the left fielder, stepping to the plate. Russell will set and deal. Missed it low and outside. It's great to see Jonas Kersner up and about. Mildly surprised to see him coaching first base. Not sure that's the way I would tackle that situation, but that's not for me to decide. As Rob Brown swings through that one, evens the count at 1. 2 runners aboard. Darrell Mitchell at second base, Andrew Smith aboard at first. Ethan Russell, the right-hander, checks on the runner. He'll go to the plate. That ball's lifted into left field, should be playable there for Caden Peoples. Peoples who will squeeze it for out number 1.
Back to the top of the order and batting for the TimberHogs, catcher Drew Flores.
Top of the stack there for Piney Woods. Drew Flores, the catcher, will make his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. Flores came into the night hitting .385. 3 home runs on the season. He's driven in 16. He's got a runner in scoring position here. A ball and no strikes to the right-handed hitting backstop. That one right off the cap of the bat. Trickles back to the backstop. Evens the count at 1. Had showers in the area prior to the game, but I think those should be out of here for the rest of the evening. The 1-1. That ball's hit sharply to third base, fielded by McMillan, throws across the diamond, not in time. So Flores will be aboard on the error.
Next to play for the TimberHogs with 2 outs here in the top of the third is the center fielder, Cameron McCoy.
Darrell Mitchell was out 5 unassisted for out number 2. Flores on via the error by the third baseman. So 2 runners in scoring position here with 2 outs. Cameron McCoy at the plate. Blues lead at 4-0. Swing and a miss there. McCoy grounded out to the shortstop back in inning number 1. Russell set to the chest and he'll deal. Now it's 2 tall. The 1-1 from Russell. Lifted on the right side, should be playable for the second baseman there, Jace Christian. He'll squeeze it for out number 3 as McCoy flies out to the second base. No runs on 1 hit. There was an error. And Piney Woods, they strand 2 after 2.5, 4-0. Blues lead it.
Are you traveling to Meridian soon? Discover 2 exceptional Hilton hotels in 1 convenient location. Whether you're here visiting for business, sports, family travel, or a weekend getaway, you'll find the comfort and amenities you're looking for. Enjoy spacious guest rooms, fitness centers, indoor and outdoor pools, complimentary hot breakfast at Hampton Inn, and an on-site restaurant and bar at Hilton Garden Inn. Hilton Garden Inn and Hampton Inn Meridian. Ready when you arrive.
All right, Blues fans.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field here. We get ready to go to the home half of the third. Andrew Smith out on the mound for Piney Woods. He'll take on at 3, 4, and 5. It'll be McKinney, Peoples, and McMillan. Barrett McKinney was hit by a pitch, scored a run. He was on base when Caden Peoples smashed a 3-run job out of left. The 0-1 from Smith catches the outside corner to the right-handed hitting shortstop. So Barrett McKinney in a bind here early. McKinney, a drive to left. If it'll stay fair, it's out of here. Come on, ball. Home run! Barrett McKinney blasts one out of left. Hooks it just inside the fair pole. And McKinney with a solo blast, his 3rd home run of the year. And the Blues, they lead it 5-0.
Next to the plate, batting for your Blues is the left fielder, Caden Peoples.
2nd home run of the night for the Blues as Barrett McKinney gets out of the yard. Caden Peoples, he's 1 for 1 tonight. 3-run job there in the first. 5 runs on 4 hits tonight for the Blues. Down the left field line, that's a tough part of the ballpark for me to see the way the second level is on the third base dugout. Waiting for the umpire's sign as he gave him the home run to call for Barrett McKinney. McKinney's 8th game with the Blues. He's hit 3 out of the ballpark. Called strike there to Caden Peoples. 3 balls and a strike. Peoples, the right-handed hitting left fielder. The 3-1. Swings through that one. Smith has done a good job there of battling back after falling behind in the count 3-0. Smith shakes him off. Now he's got the one he wants. The payoff, off speed. Got him swinging. Out number 1.
Next to the plate for your Blues.
That'll bring to the plate Mason McMillan. Mason McMillan swings through the first offering. He struck out in inning number 1. McMillan hitting .304. He's behind the count here, 0-2. Tied for the team lead in home runs with 3. Leads a team with 5 triples. Called strike. McMillan goes down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts there for Andrew Smith.
With 2 outs in the inning, next to the plate.
4 strikeouts in the game for Smith as he'll face Hank Eaton. Eaton got aboard via the error. Error by the shortstop back in inning number 1. Andrew Smith paints the outside corner there to the right-handed hitting first baseman Hank Eaton. The 0-1 misses low. The 1-1 from Smith, that one's going to the backstop. So 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody aboard. The outfield playing Eaton to pull. Hit to the second baseman. Handled there by Mitchell. He'll throw it over to Wood for out number 3. Eaton grounds out to the second baseman. 1 run. That was the long ball by Barrett McKinney. After 3 complete, 5-0 your score. Blues lead it.
At East Mississippi Oral and Facial Surgery, Meridian native Dr. Asif Lala is renowned at managing a wide array of problems relating to the mouth, teeth, and facial regions, including but not limited to wisdom teeth extraction, dental implants, sleep apnea, jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and Botox cosmetic. Using the most recent advances in dental technology, let Dr. Lala restore your mouth back to its original function so you can finally smile with confidence.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field, top of the inning, number 4. Ethan Russell back out on the mound for the Blues. 3, 4, and 5 due up. It'll be Douglas Wood and Stapleton. As Douglas flew out to left to end the first. Missed that one low. We appreciate you tuning in to the Meridian Blues baseball channel tonight. Blues fans, TimberHogs fans alike. Popped him up on the left side. That was going to find its way into the seat, so that's going to be Souvenirville. And leaving the count at 1.
And you know what? We'll toss adults in there. You return that foul ball to the concession stand. Free popsicle.
Ethan Russell gets the sign. He'll wind and deal. The 1-1. Kaz Douglas sends another one into the stands. In the last homestand against the Blues, Douglas had a big-time home run out of right center field. He's behind in the count here, 1-2. The 1-2 from Russell. A dribbler there to the first baseman. Hank Eaton fields it. Russell covering. Douglas retired on the 3-1. 1 out in the inning.
Next to the plate batting for the TimberHogs is the first baseman, number 22, Cody Wood.
Cody Wood was out on the 1-5-3. He lined it off of Russell's leg in his first at-bat, but was thrown out by the third baseman, Mason McMillan. 5-0 your score here in the top of the 4th. Blues lead it. Swing and a miss there. Cody Wood from Bells, Tennessee. Listed at 6'3". Left-handed hitting first baseman. He also did some pitching. Outside corner called strike. One out, nobody aboard. The 0-2. Another one up the middle. Fielding it. Barrett throws across the diamond. Nice pick by Hank Eaton over at first base as Cody Wood is retired on the 6-3. Out number 2.
We have 2 outs as we play here in the top of the 4th inning. Next to the plate for the TimberHogs is the right fielder, Shamar Stapleton.
Shamar Stapleton steps to the plate. He walked and was caught stealing back in inning number 2. Russell will wind and deal. That ball's lifted into left field. Going back there is Peoples. Peoples trying to track it down off the wall. In the gap going for 2 there is Stapleton. He'll slide in with a double. Nice piece of hitting right there. A 2-out double by Shamar Stapleton. Put a pretty good swing on it.
Is the shortstop, Rupert Watson.
Rupert Watson popped out to the first baseman over near the dugout. That's how we ended inning number 2. No runs on 2 hits for Piney Wood. 5 runs on 4 hits for the Blues. That one's hit into right field. Going back is Brunettes. Brunettes will make the play on the run. That'll do it for Piney Woods in the 4th as Watson flies out to right field. There was 1 run and 1 hit and 1 stranded after 3 1/2. 5-0 Blues. They lead it.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Promotion coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Correction, we'll do that going in the bottom of the 6th inning tonight.
Home half of the 4th inning. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Blues. Christian, Lawson, and Brunettes. Chase Christian got aboard via the fielder's choice. Back in inning number 1, so his second look at the right hand. Andrew Smith. Chase hitting .300 on the season. 8 doubles, a triple, 20 batted in. He takes the 2-0 on the outside corner for a called strike. The 2-1 from Smith. Line drive into center field. Christian's aboard with a knock. That'll bring to the plate Alice Lawson. Lawson's second night with the Blues. Lawson was 2 for 4 last night in his Blues debut. Smith to the plate. That one's going to get away from Flores. So a wild pitch there will advance Jace Christian. Five runs on 5 hits for the Blues tonight. It's the home half of the 4th inning. They lead it 5-0. Smith to the plate. Line drive back to Smith. It was squared up by Hallis Lawson. And Andrew Smith catches the liner.
Next to the plate for your Blues is the right fielder, Ryan Brunette.
Ryan Brunette steps to the plate. Spinning and throwing to second base there is Andrew Smith. Back in time is Jace Christian. Brunette, he grounded out to the third baseman to lead off inning number 2. At the knee, called strike. The Blues plated 4 in inning number 1. 3-run home run by Caden Peoples. A soft liner back to Smith again. 2 outs in the inning. So after a leadoff single and a wild pitch, 2 quick outs, it's back to the top of the stack. It's Sandry Hernandez. Hernandez 0 for 1. He walked, stole a base, scored a run back in inning number 1. Fouled out, popped up to the catcher there in inning number 2. Fouling that one toward the first base dugout. 0-1. Spinning and thinking about throwing to second base was Andrew Smith. Jace Christian makes his way back. The 0-1. Skipping it in there, flagging it down is Drew Flores. Hernandez, a little lazy fly ball to the first baseman. That'll do it for the Blues. In the 4th, they had a hit. They stranded one after 4 complete. 5-0 Blues lead it.
Sometimes it's just you and the work ahead. But in Meridian, new faces never stay alone for long. Here, community steps in beside you.
Welcome to Meridian.
Meridian Mutual, built by community and proud to sponsor the Meridian Blues.
We head to the top of the fifth inning here at Skaggs Field. It'll be 7, 8, 9. Due up for Piney Woods, Mitchell, Smith, and Brown. Ethan Russell out for his fifth inning of work. Russell with a nod. Swinging first pitch there is Darrell Mitchell. He'll foul that one over the first base dugout. The 0-1 on the way. Flared down toward the bullpen, giving chase is Hank Eaton. He'll run out of real estate. Nice hustle there for Eaton. 0-2. The Blues will finish the series with Piney Woods tomorrow night. And then we'll have a 2-game series against Beaumont starting on Friday night. As Russell misses outside ball 1. So a ball and 2 strikes. Got Mid-America League playoff baseball coming up on the 31st, 1st, and 2nd. It'll be a 3-team round-robin affair. As Darrell Mitchell goes down on strikes for out number 1. Each team will play one another. That's the top 3 teams in the league. It'll be Nacogdoches, Meridian, and Bryan. And then the top 2 teams after the round robin will square off on August the 2nd. That's Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. for a winner-take-all right here at Skaggs Field. Andrew Smith at the plate. One of just 2 hits for Piney Woods tonight. Smith got the nod on the mound. He's pitched 4 innings so far. He's given up 5 runs on 5 hits. He's down to the count here, 0-2. Russell, the 0-2. Missed it outside. No runs on 2 hits for the TimberHogs. 5 runs on 5 hits for the Blues. The 1-2 on the way. Too far outside. Nice little breeze blowing tonight. Basically from right to left. Russell with a nod. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Missed it low, runs the count full. The payoff from the right-hander. Walked him.
Now back to the TimberHogs.
So Andrew Smith aboard on the free pass. Second walk of the night issued by Russell. Third free pass, if you include the hit by pitch. And a welcome to the plate tonight, hole hitter Rob Brown. Brown playing left field tonight. Softly hit to Russell. Wants to go to first base. Nice little flip over to first for out number 2. So Brown retired on the 1-3.
Back to the top of the order and batting for the TimberHogs with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th is catcher Drew Flores.
Drew Flores will step to the plate. He got aboard via the error, was stranded at second base back in the 3rd inning. He'll take a quick pause there to tie his shoe. Tying the spikes with the batting gloves. Not the easiest of tasks. 2 out and a runner aboard at second base. That's Andrew Smith. Russell to the plate. Called strike there on the outside corner to Flores. The 0-1. Missed outside. Evens the count at 1. The 1-1 from Russell there against the swing and a miss from Flores. So a ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting catcher. Nacogdoches this summer, they have won 41 of their 51 games. They're 41-10 overall. They will go into the postseason as the #1 seed. Not that the seeding really matters, other than the fact that that decides the 3 teams that will play in the round robin. Flores awaits the 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Russell to the plate, fouling it off. The count remains 2-2. Meridian 28-17. Fort Scott 24-22. The Bryan Yard Dogs 24-23. Piney Woods 12-30. And Beaumont 9-36. The 2-2. Boom. Struck him out. Flores goes down looking for out number 3. Piney Woods. No runs. They strand 1. After 4.5, we got a 5-0 score. Meridian in the lead.
I'm Mayor Percy Bland. People often ask me what momentum looks like. It's more than construction projects, more than new investments, more than new announcements. Momentum is changing lives. It's creating opportunities for families, supporting local businesses, and investing in neighborhoods. That's the city of momentum. That's Meridian, Mississippi.
All right, Blues fans, leading off the bottom of the 5th inning is your center fielder, #1, Ladarius Clark.
Home half of the fifth inning. Started off with a pitch clock violation, so the miss there will run the count 2-0. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the Blues. Clark, McKinney, and Peoples. Somewhat comical that they call a pitch clock violation, given the shenanigans that go on in between the innings. I think there'd be a little grace on that situation, but I'm not calling balls and strikes, so we'll just go with it. The 3-1. Swing and a miss there. Runs the count full. Well, Darius Clark trying to find his way aboard. He'll go down on strikes. So Smith works around a pitch clock violation, gets the strikeout. Clark goes down for the second time on strikes. Barrett McKinney 1 for 1. Solo home run in the third. Hit by a pitch and scored in the first. Barrett McKinney, for the most part, in his 8 games with the Blues, he's a dead pull guy, so dead red here. As that one almost didn't make it to the dirt there. Skipped in there. A ball and no strikes to the right-handed hitting shortstop. Swing and a miss there, evens the count at 1. Home plate umpire tonight, Jade Johnston. First base umpire David McCary, and Jared Cox over at third base. McKinney rips that one through the left side. Diving was Rupert Watson. He couldn't haul it in, so a base knock there. Second hit of the night for McKinney. Caden Peoples. He's 1 for 2. Homered and struck out. 1 out in the inning. Nacogdoches leads the Oil Barons tonight by a score of 5-0. That's in the top of the third. No score reported between the Yard Dogs and the Dragoons tonight. That one misses low for ball 1. The 1-0 offering. Called strike at the knee. Caden Peoples awaits the 1-1 there. It's on the way. Missed it just inside. Appreciate you tuning in to Blues baseball tonight. Blues and the TimberHogs. Game 2 of the 3-game series. That one's going to get away from Flores. Wild pitch there puts McKinney at second base. Really appreciate everybody tuning in throughout the season. Whichever team that you pull for, that is of no consequence to me. We love people that love baseball. As Caden Peoples chops that one toward the third base coach's box. Kaz Douglas can't wrangle it in. Yeah, the schedule across the league had Yard Dogs at the Dragoons, but they may not be playing that ball game tonight for whatever reason. The payoff to Peoples. Too tall, he walked him.
Next to the plate for your Blues is the third baseman.
Mason McMillan's trying to find his way aboard for the first time tonight. Andrew Smith's had the number there of the Blues' third baseman. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. McMillan, a guy that he can hit for power. He's got pretty good speed. So he takes that one outside for a called strike. The 0-1. McMillan again taking that one for the called strike. McMillan headed to Queens University to finish his collegiate playing here after the summer's over. The 0-2 on the way. McMillan, for the third time tonight, will go down on strikes. 2 outs in the inning.
With 2 outs in the inning, next to the plate for your Blues is
Andrew Smith's got 6 Ks on tonight. He gave up some runs early, but after settling in, I mean, the lion's share of the runs have come on 2 swings, a 3-run job and a solo job. Hank Eaton steps to the plate. That one bounces in there, throwing behind the runner. Is it in time? No. Right idea there by Drew Flores. The 1-0, too tall. Hank Eaton hit the first home run in Blues franchise history. It's ahead in the count here, 2-0. 2 runners aboard, 2 outs. Smith paints the corner on the outside there, the right-handed hitting first baseman. The 2-1. That one's too tall. Aboard at second base is Barrett McKinney. He got things started here with a 1-out single. Caden Peoples got the 1-out walk. He's at first base. The 3-1. Swinging bunt right back to Andrews. And Andrew Smith will flip it over to first base for out number 3. The Blues in the inning. No runs on 1 hit. There was no errors. They strand a pair after 5. We got a 5-0 ball game. Blues. We'll be right back.
Mississippi's oldest live music scene rocks. Come to downtown Meridian for national touring acts at 2 landmark theaters. Enjoy family-friendly festivals like the 3-Foot Festival in April and the week-long Jimmy Rogers Festival in May, honoring the Meridian native who invented country music. See up-and-coming talent at the Full Moon on 5th Outdoor Concert Series or jamming in a brew pub. Great food, craft beers, art, and live music. Follow the music to Meridian. It's good vibes for all.
ball game there at that position is 14, Eli Selby. Leading off the top of the sixth inning for the TimberHogs will be...
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. The Blues will go to the bullpen. They'll call on the services of the big right-hander. It'll be Judah Buckner. Hard-throwing right-hander. He'll take over for Ethan Russell, who pitched 5 strong innings. Also defensively behind the plate. Coming in will be Eli Selby. Trying to bunt his way aboard there, Cameron McCoy. Buckner taking over, 6'3", 247 pounds. He's a Starkville, Mississippi native. Was part of the Troy team that went to Omaha, and prior to his time at Troy, pitched at the University of West Alabama. Helped them to a conference tournament title back in 2025. A guy that I've seen him pitch a lot of innings. He's got a 1-1 count here to McCoy. Buckner's fastball typically topping out 94. He bumps 4-5 on occasion, but low 90s fastball. He's behind in the count here, 2-1. Breaking ball there on the outside corner for a called strike. Was predominantly a closer for the University of West Alabama. Did not allow an earned run in the regular season his last year at UWA. The 2-2 to McCoy. Too tall. McCoy 0 for 2. The right-handed hitting center fielder for Piney Wood. 3-2 offering. Chop to the shortstop, McKinney. He's going to have to get rid of it. Bang! Got him! McCoy was getting down the line, but Barrett McKinney comes in, fields it, throws all the run for the first out of the inning. Nice job right there by Barrett McKinney, coming to get that one on the run. Kez Douglas at the plate. Douglas' first look at Buckner. Douglas started out the game at first base. He had to move to third after Jonas Kersner left via the ball that played off the edge of his glove and then glanced off of his dome there. All indications are we have heard that Kersner is okay. I have seen him up and about. He's coaching first base. The 0-2, boom. Struck him out. Judah Buckner gets the K-Burger there for the second out of the inning. We really do appreciate you folks tuning in. Just shoot us a message in Instagram, Coach_Atkinson, ATKINSON. Again, Coach_Atkinson, ATKINSON. Let us know where you're listening from. Blues fans, TimberHogs fans, Yard Dogs fans, baseball fans, just let us know. Cody Wood stepping to the plate.
Tennis ball promotion, the tennis ball throw coming up down at the first base dugout. So if you purchase balls, head that way.
The 1-0 offering there from Buckner at the knee, called strike. Buckner, the hard-throwing right-hander. He works from the third base side of the rubber. The 1-1. Overpowered Wood there. A ball and 2 strikes. Wood was pressed into service to play first base after Kersner left. The 1-2 all the way. Just missed it off the outside of the plate there to the left-handed hitting first baseman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Buckner to the plate, too tall. Buckner gets a sign. He'll set it to belt. The payoff. Bang. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Buckner. No runs, no hits, no errors in the 6th inning for the TimberHogs. After 5.5, we got a 5-0 score. We'll be right back. More Blues baseball.
Our railroad moves North America,
expanding our legacy of excellence with each mile.
as leaders in innovation and service.
We are united by hard work and pride.
We safely deliver every day.
Connecting people.
Connecting communities.
Connecting nations. We are CPKC.
Together, we go places no one else can go.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. Head to the home half of the 6th inning. Andrew Smith back out on the mound. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Blues. It'll be Christian, Selby, and Brunettes. Called strike there for Jace Christian. Five runs on 6 hits for the Blues tonight. They played at 4 in the first. Jace Christian flares that one down the right field line. Well, foul. It is my understanding that we will have the entire playoff series, the 3-day event here in Meridian, available on the Meridian Blues baseball channel. Boy, that one almost hit the bull. Ducking for cover there is Jace Christian. So the Friday night game between Nacogdoches and the Blues, and then the doubleheader on Saturday, as well as the championship game on Sunday, as Smith gets the punch out there of Christian.
Next to the plate for your
So yes, it is my understanding that all of those games will be
Selby.
broadcast right here on the Meridian Blues baseball channel. That's the good news, folks. The bad news is you'll be stuck with me for those games. As Eli Selby makes his way to the plate for the first time tonight. Selby came in to do the catching. Selby flares that one over the third base dugout. We've had a lot of faithfuls that have tuned in to Blues baseball throughout the summer. We've had a good time bringing those games to you. Season's winding to an end here as the 2-1 pitch to Selby. Called strike. Evens the count at 2. I got a message that one of our listeners said he spent some time in Demopolis, Alabama. I'm a Livingston person myself. I do all the broadcasting for the University of West Alabama. I have for, 12 years or so now. Selby hits that one to the shortstop. Fielding it is Watson. Throws across the diamond in time. And Selby's retired on the ground ball to the shortstop. Yeah, to finish that thought.
Is the right fielder Ryan Brunette.
Finish that thought, yeah. Been at the University of West Alabama for 20 years. Coached softball for 10. Been broadcasting there for 12 years or so. 500 and some odd games into a broadcasting for the Tigers there at West Alabama. Ryan Brunette's. Swinging there, softly hit to the third baseman, Kez Douglas. Bare hands, it's in time. Bang, got him. What a play by Kez Douglas. As Brunette's grounds out to third for the final out of the home half of the sixth. They go down in order to do the Blues. We'll be right back. More Blues baseball.
Are you traveling to Meridian soon? Discover 2 exceptional Hilton hotels in one convenient location. Whether you're here visiting for business, sports, family travel, or a weekend getaway, you'll find the comfort and amenities you're looking for. Enjoy spacious guest rooms, fitness centers, indoor and outdoor pools, complimentary hot breakfast at Hampton Inn, and an on-site restaurant and bar at Hilton Garden Inn. Hilton Garden Inn and Hampton Inn Meridian. Ready when you arrive.
Inning for the TimberHogs will be the right fielder, Shamar Stapleton.
So Toby Thornhill in relief for the Blues here in the top of the 7th inning. 5, 6, and 7 due up there. Shamar Stapleton sends that one into right field. Ryan Brunette tracks it down, out number
Also,
1.
Blues fans, we did have a pitching change to start the inning. Now pitching is 24, Toby Thornhill. Next to play batting for the TimberHogs is the shortstop, Rupert Watson.
Rupert Watson at the plate. Watson with a 1-0 count here. Thornhill. A little sidearm delivery there for Thornhill. So the 2-0 pitch there from the right-hander. Oh, the bat's going into the stands. Heads up, folks. He's going to need that back. He's going to need that one back.
He ain't getting that back.
You know, maybe in the big leagues they can afford to have one go in the stands and put a spare, you know, but there's no way in the world that's not coming back into play there. There we go. I'm sure Rupert Watson appreciative there of the help getting the lumber back into his hands. Two balls and a strike here to the right-handed hitting shortstop. That one's in there for a called strike. Thornhill gets a sign there. He'll set there just above the belt. The 2-2 pitch all the way. Too far outside. We will indeed be broadcasting all of the postseason games. So it'll be the single game on the Friday, the doubleheader on Saturday, championship game on Sunday. That one fouled off. The count remains full. So for the folks that are avid listeners, you'll be glad to know that. For the folks that are coming into town, you won't have the need to tune into the Meridian Blues baseball channel, but we do appreciate the fact that you've been tuning in throughout the season. The payoff, fouled again over the first base dugout.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
Thornhill gets a sign there. One out in the inning. Watson 0 for 2 all the night. This is a thin Piney Woods team as far as just numbers of people on the roster. Had 10 people tonight active. That ball's laced into left field. Watson's aboard with a knock. So Watson gets his first hit of the night. Just the third hit for the TimberHogs tonight.
Next to the plate batting for the TimberHogs is second baseman Darrell Mitchell.
Darrell Mitchell. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Got hit by a pitch. Flares that one toward the first base dugout, right into the screen. These teams were slated to play a 64-game schedule this summer. 32 at home, 32 on the road. And that's winding down here. Runner goes. Selby lost the handle. An aggressive choice there, down 5, but Watson gets the stolen base. Selby didn't actually go in and get it. He tried to flip it into his hand there and just loses the handle. So Darrell Mitchell with a one-one count. He's got Rupert Watson aboard at second base. That's on the outside corner. Called strike. Thornhill from right here in Meridian, Mississippi, went to East Central Community College. Check swing didn't go. Thornhill's had a couple of appearances. Hadn't thrown a ton of innings, two and a third. He has held opponents to a .167 batting average against. The 2-2. Another flare toward the first base dugout. I got a note that asked me about Memories broadcasting. I broadcast over 500 ball games for the University of West Alabama, and prior to that, some at Lambeth University before its closure there in Jackson, Tennessee. Softly hit to the second baseman. Covering is Eaton. Eaton in time, safe. That's going to be an error on the first baseman. Eaton playing what I'm going to say is somewhat out of position. He's not a traditional first baseman. He's usually playing on the left side of the infield. Found himself too far away from the bag, didn't cover in time. So Mitchell aboard on the E3. Runners at first and third.
Next to the plate for the TimberHogs is the pitcher, Andrew Smith.
Andrew Smith at the plate. 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Trying to bunt his way aboard. McMillan's going to overrun that one. Error by the third baseman, so back-to-back errors in the inning. That will play to run. And puts runners at first and second base. The Blues coming unraveled here in the top of the seventh inning.
Left fielder Rob Brown.
Rob Brown steps in. Thornhill to the plate. Called strike on the outside corner there. Aboard at second base, Darrell Mitchell. Andrew Smith aboard at first. Both of those base runners on via the error. One out in the inning, 2 runners aboard. Now, talking about tons of memories, broadcasting games, I think that there's some games that I remember for sure, but I think that they're really the reason that I find as much enjoyment out of it as I do is getting to form those relationships with the athletes, being able to bring their stories to the folks that can't be at the ball games. As Rob Brown goes down on strikes, that's 2 outs in the inning.
Back to the top of the order with 2 outs in the inning.
You know, and being an old baseball guy, I mean, playing college baseball, coaching college softball, and being welcomed back into the dugout as one of the guys is a good feeling, especially when you don't get to do it in another way. So there's a whole lot. I could talk ad nauseum at that. That one's hit sharply to Mason McMillan at third base. He'll tag the bag. The TimberHogs in the 7th. 1 run on 1 hit. 2 errors. They strand a pair. We'll be right back.
All right, folks.
More Blues baseball.
Here at the ballpark tonight.
At East Mississippi Oral and Facial Surgery, Meridian native Dr. Asif Lala is renowned at managing a wide array of problems relating to the mouth, teeth, and facial regions, including but not limited to wisdom teeth extraction, dental implants, sleep apnea, jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and Botox cosmetic. Using the most recent advances in dental technology, let Dr. Lala restore your mouth back to its original function so you can finally smile with confidence.
In the home half of the 7th. It's the top of the stack, Sandry Hernandez. So Hernandez, Clark, and McKinney. Sandry Hernandez leads his ball club in almost every offensive category. Runs, hits, doubles, RBI, and stolen bases. He's stolen 20 bases. He's hitting .364. 46 runs, 52 hits, 12 doubles, 33 driven in. He's been a great table setter at the top of the lineup throughout the summer. Go ahead and count here 2-0. Messing outside there is Darrell Mitchell. Hernandez takes the leadoff walk.
Next to play for your Blues is the center fielder, number 1, Ladarius Clark.
Ladarius Clark makes his way to the plate. Singled back in the first, 2 strikeouts since. That one misses outside. Darrell Mitchell coming in to take over for Andrew Smith as Clark awaits the 2-0. Smith pitched 5 innings. He gave up 5 runs on 6 hits. He walked 2. Struck out 7 and hit 1. Just didn't get a ton of offensive support there, did Smith. As Clark takes that one for a called strike. 3-1 the count to Ladarius Clark. Clark swings through that one. Again, we appreciate you folks tuning in and catching a little Meridian baseball. Well, also some Piney Woods baseball as well, as Clark takes the free pass.
The shortstop, Barrett McKinney.
Barrett McKinney will make his way to the plate. He's 2 for 2. Home run and a single. Inning started off with back-to-back walks. Darrell Mitchell on the mound in relief. Home half of the 7th. McKinney way out in front of that one. Mitchell spins and throws. Back in time there is Hernandez. The 1-1 toward the third base dugout. A ball and 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting shortstop. That one skips in there. Little flip throw to second base. Back in time. There's Hernandez. Going back to that, just spending time around the ball players and that kind of thing. And I think that's what makes our broadcast fun. I've gotten to know a lot of these guys this summer, and it's really cool to, figure out where they're from, how they got here, what they think about it, and, and then get the random text message on an off day and, hey, what about this? Hey, I got this on my mind. Can you help me? And that's the way it's been here this summer, and definitely the way it is calling for the Tigers at the University of West Alabama. This is Barrett McKinney. He awaits a 2-2. That ball's lifted into center field. Should be playable for Cameron McCoy. He'll settle under it. Staying put at second base there is Sandry Hernandez as McKinney flies out to center field for out number 1.
Next to the plate for your Blues is the left fielder, Caden Peoples.
Caden Peoples. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Jumped out of the yard there in inning number 1. He scalded it too. I mean, we're not going to make it something it's not. He jumped on that one pretty good. The 0-1 there. This is inside. Game number 2 of a 3-game series between these two ball clubs. We'll finish this series up tomorrow. Beaumont will be in town on Friday and Saturday for the final 2 regular season home games here at Skaggs Field. The Blues will hit the road next week. They'll have a 4-game series at Beaumont. And then they'll be back here for the playoffs as Caden Peoples lifts that into center field. McCoy ranging glove side. He'll squeeze it and make the play for out number 2. So back-to-back flyouts to center field.
With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning, next to the plate for the Blues is the third baseman, Mason McMillan.
Mason McMillan has had an unusually tough night tonight. at the plate. 3 strikeouts for McMillan. This is a guy that, for the better part of the first half of the season, was leading the team in most all offensive categories. He's still hitting over 300. Tied for the team lead in home runs. His sole possession of the lead in triples. And he'll wear that one with 2 outs. So the hit by pitch will load the bases.
Number 11, Hank Eaton.
Well, I don't want to jinx it here, but if Hank Eaton were to get one, he could barrel up. I assure you, folks, he can hit for power as he takes a big-time hack there. The 0-1. Called strike. Eaton rips that one down the third base line. It's fair. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Sliding in at third base, safe is McMillan. And a 2-out, 2 RBI double there for Hank Eaton.
The second baseman, Chase Christian.
Hooked that one just inside the third base bag. 2 runs come across. And the Blues add to their lead. 7-1 your score as Jace Christian comes to the plate. Christian lines into right field. Sliding is the right fielder, Shamar Stapleton. And he makes a sliding grab there on a sinking line drive. Jace Christian squared it up pretty well, but a big tip of the cap to the right fielder, Shamar Stapleton, as he makes it for out number 3. The Blues plate 2 more. They strand a pair. We'll be right back.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on making the most craveable chicken finger meals, getting them right every time. That's why we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, salt every fry, squeeze every lemon, and brew every ounce. We do this inside every Raising Cane's, every day, because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
And struck out 15.
Leading off the top of the 8th inning for the
4.96 ERA. He does have a 2-2 record. Melendez, one of those guys that I get to see regularly. We don't talk a ton, but we do get to say our hellos most every afternoon at the ballpark. I'm usually greeted with a very familiar smile and a fist bump. Melendez ahead in the count here. 0-1. 2, 3, and 4 due up here in the top of the inning. McCoy, Douglas, and Wood. Cameron McCoy with a 1-1 count. Selby has that one go off the heel of the glove. And that's one of... Selby has not caught a ton. He's caught several games this summer, but he's not caught a ton. And that ball on the inside part of the plate that runs into the right-hander has been the one that has been a little problematic. 3-1 the count. Melendez to the plate. Walked him. So McCoy is aboard there with a free pass.
Now back to the TimberHogs, third baseman Kez Douglas.
I was slid a note about one of our listeners talking about a former UWA Tiger that we had a female kicker. We did indeed. That was slightly before my time, but I believe her name was Tanya Butler. A lot of the folks that I know at West Alabama were there during that time. Was a really cool occurrence. The hit and run there executed perfectly, as going first to third will be Cameron McCoy. Kez Douglas shot that one through the left side, covering the bag on the steal attempt was Barrett McKinney. So runners on the corners here. Top of the 8th inning. Nobody out, 2 runners aboard. Stepping to the plate, Cody Wood was not in the original starting lineup. Pressed into service when Jonas Kersner left in the first inning. Kez Douglas went over to play third, and Wood came in to play first. Started the pitching last night. That was too tall. So 2-0. Swing and a miss there for Wood. One run on 3 hits for the TimberHogs. 7 runs on 7 hits. That's for the Blues. Should say 1 run on 4 hits. Runner goes. Walked him. The Blues have gotten themselves in a bind here in the top of the 8th inning. Single walk has loaded the bases. Nobody out here. Shamar Stapleton's doubled already in this ball game. And it's not like this game is completely out of reach. 7-1 your score. That one's hit to the third baseman. McMillan will have a play at the plate. Bang, got him. So Stapleton's aboard via the fielder's choice. Cody Wood moves to second. Kez Douglas moves to third. And Cameron McCoy is out at the plate. 5-2 for out number 1. Nice heads-up play there by Mason McMillan. That'll bring to the plate Rupert Watson. Watson's 1 for 3. A 1-1 count there to Watson. Watson singled, stole a base, scored a run. Scored the only run of the night so far for the TimberHogs as he fouls that one off. Melendez looking in, getting the sign there. That one's fouled off. Well, they say he didn't foul it off. They say Watson goes down on strikes. And Kez Douglas will score on the pass ball.
Next to the plate now for the TimberHogs is the pitcher, Darrell Mitchell.
Darrell Mitchell making his way to the plate. Mitchell's been on a couple of times tonight via the air and the hit by pitch as he fouls that one off. Seven-two your score. Melendez to the plate. Again fouled over the dugout there. Count remains 0-2. There's a ball on the field of some sort. I guarantee you it's the person that said, "It's not me, it's not me." It's a tennis ball. Somebody's going to have some explaining to do. His mom's going to probably call him over. Too far inside. The 1-2 from Melendez. Too tall. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 popped up behind the plate. Selby going to the screen. He got a late jump there. Thought he was going to run out of real estate. Melendez deals. Too far inside. The payoff. Check swing foul. Melendez, the 4th pitcher of the night for the Blues. Starting pitcher Ethan Russell went 5 innings. He gave up no runs on 2 hits. And Buckner, Thornhill have each thrown a pair. Boom! Struck him out. Melendez gets back-to-back strikeouts. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors. The TimberHogs, they strand a pair. We'll be right back.
Sometimes it's just you and the work ahead. But in Meridian, new faces never stay alone for long. Here, community steps in beside you.
Welcome to Meridian.
Meridian Mutual, built by community and proud to sponsor the Meridian Blues.
Home half of the 8th inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Blues. It'll be Selby, Brunettes, and Hernandez. Darrell Mitchell back out on the mound. Mitchell pitched the 7th inning, gave up 2 runs on a hit. Had a couple of walks and a hit by a pitch. Selby awaits the 0-1. Outside corner called strike. Selby lifts that one into left field, giving chase there is the left fielder, Rob Brown. And he will squeeze it for out number 1. So Selby retired. On the fly out to left. Ryan Brunettes looking for his first hit of the night. One oh the count here. That one misses low, so 2-0 the count here to Brunettes. Brunettes to the third baseman, Douglas. Hot shot, throws across the diamond, he got him. Brunettes retired on the ground ball to third base. 2 outs in the inning. So it's back to the top of the stack. It'll be Sandry Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Stolen base and 2 runs scored. The offering there at the knee called strike to Hernandez. Hernandez has scored 48 runs this season. 48 runs scored in 38 games played. The 0-2. Hernandez takes that one inside. Now this is a guy like I see Sandry regularly, always a smile on his face. Swings at that one. Loops it into right field. It could be trouble. Going back is the second baseman, Andrew Smith. And Smith tracks that one down. 3rd out of the inning. The Blues go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 8 complete, 7-2 the score. Blues lead it.
I'm Mayor Percy Bland. People often ask me what momentum looks like. It's more than construction projects, more than new investments, more than new announcements. Momentum is changing lives. It's creating opportunities for families, supporting local businesses, and investing in neighborhoods. That's the city of momentum. That's Meridian, Mississippi.
opening game of the postseason will be next Friday night, beginning at 7 o'clock against the Nacogdoches Niners. It'll be your Blues playing that evening. 2 ball games on Saturday at 4 and 7, and then the championship game next Sunday at 2 o'clock. Check out all of the schedule information over at the Meridian Blues Facebook page. Playoffs begin next Friday night right here at Skaggs Field.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. We go to the top of the ninth inning.
Off the top of the ninth inning for the TimberHogs is the second baseman, Andrew.
Back out for his second inning of work. Jorge Melendez. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the TimberHogs. Smith, Brown, and then Flores. Melendez, second inning of work. He gave up 1 run on a hit. Popped up on the right side. Shallow right field. The first baseman, Hank Eaton, back to make the play there. Andrew Smith flies out to first. Out number 1.
Next to play batting for the TimberHogs, left fielder Rob Brown.
Popping that one up in foul territory on the right side is Rob Brown as he'll fly out.
All right, Blues fans.
2 outs in the inning.
Here in the top of the ninth inning, batting for the TimberHogs, catcher Drew Flores.
Drew Flores, the top of the stack here. It's been on a couple of times tonight. Once via the air. Hits that one sharply through the left side. So Flores with a 2-out knock here in the ninth.
Next to the plate batting for the TimberHogs, center fielder Cameron McCoy.
Cameron McCoy stamping in against Melendez. Melendez backhanded by McMillan. Long throw across the diamond. Bang, you got him. Drew Flores, McCoy grounds out to the third baseman. Third out of the inning.
TimberHogs 2.
The Blues will pick up the win. 7-2 victory. Give me about 60 seconds. Let me tally up the scorecard here. We'll be right back.
It'll be the final Thirsty Thursday of the season with our friends at Yingling. That'll be tomorrow night at 7:05 right back here at the ballpark. You can go ahead and purchase your tickets for tomorrow night's ball game over at meridianblues.com. Don't forget, kiddos, as soon as the players kind of clear the field, we will have Kids Run the Bases for free tonight, brought to you by Raising Canes. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Drive home safe, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night at Go Blues.
Welcome back to Skaggs Field. The Blues pick up win number 29 on the season. 7-2 victory over the TimberHogs. The TimberHogs fall to 12-31. The Blues improved to 29-17. Ethan Russell will get the win tonight. Getting tabbed with a loss will be the starter, Andrew Smith. Andrew Smith went 6 innings. He gave up 5 runs on 6 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 7. He was relieved by Darrell Mitchell, who pitched 2 innings. Mitchell's 2 innings. He gave up just the 1 hit in 2 innings worth of work. He did give up 2 runs and he had a pair of walks there. Offensively, 2 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, and 9 left on for Piney Woods tonight, looking for those 5 hits. Drew Flores, he got a knock tonight. Kez Douglas went 1 for 4. He had a single and a run scored. Shamar Stapleton tonight had a double. He went 1 for 3. Rupert Watson had a knock and a run score there. He went 1 for 4 as well. And rounding out the hits, Andrew Smith, 1 for 2 tonight with a single. Pitching line for the Meridian Blues, Ethan Russell picks up the win. 5 innings pitched. He gave up no runs on 2 hits. He walked 2, struck out 2. Judah Buckner came in and pitched 1 inning. He had 2 strikeouts in his inning of work. Toby Thornhill gave up a run on 1 hit and a strikeout. And Jorge Melendez pitched the final 2 frames. He gave up 1 run on 2 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 2. Offensively for the Blues tonight, Sandry Hernandez was held hitless, but he had 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Ladarius Clark was 1 for 3. He had a single, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Barrett McKinney tonight, 2 for 3. He hit the long ball. Solo job in the 3rd. He also scored a pair of runs tonight. Caden Peoples. Peoples went 1 for 3 tonight. Had a 3-run blast back in inning number 1. That really propelled the Blues. It kind of got things started and set the tone there in inning number 1. Mason McMillan was held hitless tonight. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts and a hit by pitch. Hank Eaton got himself a 2 RBI double. He was 1 for 3 tonight. Jace Christian singled in the 4th inning. He was 1 for 4. Hallis Lawson, he went 1 for 2. And then coming in, Eli Selby was held hitless in his 2 at-bats late in the game, and Ryan Burnett's was 0 for 4. Again, the Blues pick up win number 29 on the season. They're 8-2 against Piney Woods on the season, and at home here at Skaggs Field, they're 22-8. These 2 teams will have the final game of the series tomorrow at 7:05. We hope you tune in then. Again, for the folks here in the stadium, they had the pleasure of hearing Mr. Robbie Atkinson on the public address. And we couldn't do these broadcasts and the in-game productions without an awesome team, and that's led by our sports media wizard, Mr. Matt Milner, his videographer, Hunter Heath, and our producer, Miss Tanisha Clark. Folks, she, my friends, is a rock star. The happy final here, 7-2. The Blues win it. We'll be here tomorrow night. Make sure you tune in to Blues Baseball on the Meridian Blues Baseball channel. I'm Will Atkinson, everyone. Have a great night. Travel safe. We'll see you tomorrow at the ballpark. And go Blues.